Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Eli, the real estate guy. In today's video, I want to talk about the importance of setting proper expectations. I want to give you this scenario, and I want you to really understand why it's important to know what the process of a wholesale deal or you buying a property to flip yourself, what that looks like, so that you don't cause friction between you and the seller. Okay. Now, you get a property under contract, okay? And for whatever reason, you chose not to use a memorandum of contract. You made that decision, okay? Now, since you made the decision not to use that memorandum of contract, now another wholesaler can come behind you, get the property under contract. They could put that memorandum of contract down and they end up selling the property to somebody else, right? Sucks, I know, but let me set that expectation. So let's just say you didn't do that memorandum of contract. You speak with this person and say, hey, all right, we're going to close on this day. Then you leave them, and all they're expecting is on this day, which is 3 weeks from now, we're going to close on this property and everything is done, right? But then you call them up and say, hey, and this is for wholesaling, hey, I'm going to come with some of my contractors and we're going to go and check out the property. You say that, but you're going to have a whole bunch of investors come and look at the property. Okay. Now, they come out and look at it. Now, all of a sudden, it's a hot property. 20 people show up. It's like, wait, whoa. Like, what's this? Like, you said contractors. What are the 20 people? Oh, well, some of them are just, and you just make up, whatever. Like, you say whatever you need to do to smooth it out. Now, that's one surprise to them. All right. Now, you get this property assigned to an investor, right? And they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna close on this day. Perfect. Hey, wholesaler, so whatever your name is, hey, I need to actually send an appraiser out there to look at the property. Is that gonna be a problem? Because if it is a problem, then I gotta back out, but I need to have an appraiser come out there. Okay, fine, I'll go ahead and get an appraiser to come out, or I'll let them know that an appraiser is coming. So you call the seller and you're like, hey, I got an appraiser. He's going to have to come out to the property. Can he come on this day? Okay, sure, whatever. I'll call off of work, or I'll get off of work early so that they can come and do it. Like, is there anything else? Oh, no, that should be it. Okay, cool. Now, during this process, that end buyer is probably going to have a inspector to come in and do a thorough inspection of the property, right? And so now you get a call from that end buyer, and he's like, hey, I'm going to have to get an inspector out. Now you got to call that seller again. Hey, last time that, we're going to have an inspector come out. He's going to come inspect the property. Oh, what was the last guy? Oh, the last guy, he was an appraiser. But what about the 20 people that showed up? Oh, well, that was, those were people that I was considering working with, but blah, blah. And as all this is going on, they're like, bro, what is happening? Why is this person bringing 1,000 people to my house? Okay, you know what? Every day they're getting texts. Every day they're getting calls. And one day they're like, I'm frustrated. They answer the phone. Somebody's like, hey, I want to give you an offer for your home. And you're like, you know what? Come on through. And they come and they say, hey, I already got an offer on this property. Can you do more than that? Of course I could do more than that. I can give you $2,000 more. Okay, cool. I'm going to sign with you. Signed it. Boom. And now they're going. And now you're going back and forth like, hey, I may have to do another inspection. And the person's like, hey, don't even worry about it. I got on a contract with somebody else. Well, what do you mean? Well, I thought we had an agreement. It's like, bro, you keep coming to my house like every other day, talking about more and more and more. I don't trust that you can get it done, so I went with somebody else. Now you could bicker, you could do this, you could do that, you could argue, you could take them to court, whatever it is. But now this whole situation came about because you didn't set proper expectations from the beginning. So now, starting back over, you get the property under contract, and you're like, hey, yeah, we're going to close on this date. So when is your next availability? I'm going to be coming, I'm available on Wednesday. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have me and some of my partners, we're going to come take a look at the property just to make sure that everyone is putting eyes on it. Because of course it's a team of folks and I want everybody to have a chance to actually look at the property. So Wednesday, what time range works for you? Okay, great. All right. And from there, then we may have to have an appraiser or inspector come out. So there may be a few visits before the end date. So just want to give you a heads up, but I'll let you know ahead of time before those days come. Now that you set that expectation, right? Whatever you call them, and you're like, hey, remember, when we close, or whenever we, got the documents, filled out, you remember when I'll tell you that the inspector was going to have to come, or the appraiser have to come, or my partners are going to have to come? Yeah, that day is going to be at this day around this time frame. And we should have a couple more visits before then, but we should be good. By setting that expectation, now it's just you following what you said you're going to do. Because if you get the property under contract and you're like, hey, there's going to be a few visits, and there are a few visits, then why wouldn't they believe that you'll close? But if you say, hey, all right, we're going to close on this day, and then every other day you're calling them like, hey, more people coming, more people coming, more people coming. Now they're like, hey, what's going on? What's actually happening? Are you going to be able to close? Why are so many people coming? Is anybody else coming? And if your answer is, oh, nobody should be coming, you lose trust, and that's when a whole bunch of chaos happens. So I say all that to say, set proper expectations from the beginning so that everybody knows what the full transaction looks like, so that way there's no confusion, so everyone can all be on the same page. All right, so I just really want to make that clear, because just little things like that could really ruin a deal for you if they don't know what to expect. It's normal stuff for you, but for them, this is the first time that they're selling the house, especially in this manner. So you want to make sure you're very clear with them on what this whole process looks like. All right. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you all like the information I provide to you all, go ahead and like this video, and also subscribe if you have not. I think about 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe, and I would greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, thank y'all so much, and I cannot wait for you to get your first deal. Y'all take care.